believe how long it takes to get to this end. This many people probably. It is painful. Anyway, I'm Jeff. I've been up here for 6 years up in the House of Representatives. I hope to get over to the Senate. A lot of people have asked me why you moved over to the Senate, and I tell them, it's obvious, isn't it? There's 35 less people I got to argue with. And I'm being a little bit flipped there. So, in essence, I've served the last 4 years on appropriations, and there's still watchdogging that needs to be done. This is not the time to start new programs, and there's a lot of new programs that are going to be suggested. This is the time to focus in on programs that currently exist. I can answer this question about education. Out of $1 billion, just over $1 billion of your state tax dollars, we have over a $3 billion budget. Over $1 billion that goes into, or half of that $1 billion goes into education. And the state has to figure out how to spend all the rest of the money on other programs, like the adjustment training centers, mental health, social services, protection, public safety, highway patrol. It's not a fun job out there when you sit down in the appropriations closet, as I like to call it, and we're there quite a lot. So it's a watchdog job, though. It's to make sure that those bills that might be new programs, whether it's the administration or fellow legislators, and they might be great programs, great ideas, but we're not there to field it. We're there to protect you as citizens from overspending and oversized government. And that's what it's about. And unless the taxpayers, which I haven't had a lot of them come and knock at my door lately and say, please raise my property taxes, unless there's that type of revolt, that just isn't going to happen. That's what we're there, is to represent people, not party. And that's what I like about the current national mantra on both sides, is that they're getting back to representing people. And I hope that's true, and independent, Democrat, and Republican, that's what we're there for. Thank you. I hope I get your vote if you're from District 35, and I'll pass this on to Teresa.
Good morning. I am Mark Kirkby, State Representative, District 35, running for re-election. Everybody up here is running for the same reason. We have different philosophies, but I think we genuinely have that passion to do what we believe is right for our community. Having a preconceived agenda is negative. It will do absolutely no results. There's a lot of issues that we are reactionary to, but we do have to have that vision and look out for the future and actually take care of our citizens. If somebody is running for sure politics, they're doing it for the wrong reason. I can assure you in the last 2 years, we were able to support public education by an additional $54 million. It could not happen because of the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. We do have to work together. I don't think that we are in a doom and gloom society like some individuals are sensing. You have to be optimistic. We will persevere. Heaven forbid we actually pull up our own bootstraps and put in that little bit of extra effort and go to work. Who hasn't had to have a part-time job here? I can assure you, lived in District 35 for the majority of my life, we all have. There's an awful lot of issues out there, and I do have to believe that as a community, we certainly can accomplish those. I'm a Republican. I'm very proud to do that. It is hard to get elected in District 35 as a Republican. I can assure you that. But I think the character of that applicant or the experience or your ability in that vision carries a great deal through. Before I shut down, I do certainly have to recognize my bride, Cheryl, of close to 20 years. And it is a genuine honor and a privilege to serve you as Representative Carol Fitzgerald, and I had so what I always assumed that her name was, Representative Don Van Etten, and certainly Chuck Turbeville, and we certainly have Cheryl Kirkby on the school board and Malcolm on the city council. Being in office and working for those citizens is what we're supposed to be doing and not working for ourselves.